starting with the middle Maz. As you know, I couldn't have traveled to the upper Maz because we need planes to go there, and you already instructed the different air services not to allow Mohamed to go on these planes. So let's start with the middle Maz. Isineru, I saw you send the law books man there, Nandalal and Sirarong. The issues in Isineru are airfare prices remain high and have not been reduced as promised. Our indigenous brothers have issues getting access to their own lands, while foreigners can have access with no hassle. Pensioners are forced to travel to Bartica to collect pensions, as no visits have been made by social services to make pension payouts for the year. And the travel cost to Bartica and back is like 1 month's money, about $40,000. Despite billions spent on 2 wells, many residents still lack reliable access to water due to poor functioning. Urgent need for a new primary school, as the current school cannot adequately accommodate students. Electricity poles and wiring were installed with promises of electricity supply, yet years later, the community remains without electricity. Need for a water ambulance, because there's no proper medevac services. The roads in the community are in a deplorable state. Urgent need for all-weather roads. So that is it for that village, Isineru. Let's move on to Kangaruma. I saw Kwame was there. Well, Kwame, I don't know. I saw, a guy chased Kwame out of Caneville. I was surprised the residents, wasn't so harsh on Kwame, but Kwame had a very poor turnout, even Nandalal and Sirarong. But I'll let you know the problems, because when I visit these villages, the residents, they told me all the issues. So in Kangaruma, private lands are being converted to mining areas without approval or consultation with villagers or the village council. Urgent need for a new health post, as the current facility is in a poor condition. The school building is deteriorating with walls cracking. A request was made over 2 years for a new building. Up to now, no answers. The new teachers' quarters were constructed last year but have not been commissioned. And they still have our teachers living in inhumane conditions in an old building. Since all of you up there, Irfan, you can carry up the entire cabinet and have a big ribbon cutting and commission this new teachers' quarters. A request submitted over a year ago to Nari for cassava sticks, suckers, and coconut plants. No responses yet. There is need for floodlights for the play field to support the community and youth activities. The school feeding.
About corruption, we have to oppose corruption regardless of who is the corrupt. I hope I answered everything. When the elections were over, it is we who engaged with. And the message we got from the inception was that really we prepared to deal with you. Only as they start to recognize that they can't do it alone, that they start going in the direction. Now, you started not by calling for the removal of the chairman of the Elections Commission. You called for the removal of the opposition members at the time. Knowing, well, I don't know if he knew, but you should have known that it is a permanent commission in law, and only through negotiations it can be dealt with. That's the first point I want to make. The second point I want to make about this entire thing is that unity of the opposition for the sake of unity cannot be an end in itself. I believe in coalition politics. I believe we need to develop a coalition that has an interest in the people of Guyana and is going to develop a platform to put people first and ensure that Guyana can progress. But I'm not prepared to be part of a self-centered, self-serving approach that looks after the interests of individuals when it suits. And abandon the people of Guyana. Talk about replacing the commissioners. To what end? We have to work out the end. You want to talk about who you change and who you don't change. If it is not guided by a clear political platform, what is going to be the role of farmers? What is going to be the role of workers? If you believe taking its approach of having the money to pay for the trade unions, Congress, or any trade union body to hold a rally, and then you're placed prominent, that cannot serve the wider interests. And the world is filled with so many people who will do anything for filthy lucre. But in the end, you will not from government. I am committed to doing that, and I will discuss that with people who want to put the Guyanese people first. I said it before, I am not prepared for our political party to be used as an instrument of anybody fighting a case overseas. I'm not prepared to do that. Those people who break the law, perform ills, and that will go for everybody. And anyone who wants to talk about unity of the opposition, I'm well prepared to be in a united opposition that pursue the interests of the people of Ghana and removing the PPP rather than being part of a self-serving process that will end up abandoning the people of Guyana. Many of you said, oh, there was going to be fierce opposition. Still waiting on it. Many of you said, this is the man. I'm still waiting to hear what is the philosophy that we are supporting. What is his approach to the oil and gas sector? What is the approach to our national and natural resources? Those are the critical issues. To tell me about unity just as a word. Unity comes when there is unity of purpose.
Thank you, Mr.
Y'all, watch. You see me? If y'all expecting me to come and sell y'all some dream or lie to y'all because I want some fucking boy look good, let me tell y'all. Me mouth fucking bust. I ain't get them fucking belly for me get them belly for cover up scunt. Not me. Not me. Me ain't get them belly for cover up scunt. I can't sleep. I can't sleep. The Mohamed supposed to there on the PVP case when it comes to this. Watch. Y'all vote for the wrong fucking people. I telling y'all. Y'all vote for the wrong people, friend. I telling y'all. Y'all look for some, watch, next election, y'all vote for fucking London and what's your name? I'm campaigning right now. Vote for London and a Manso. Vote for strong leaders, friend. Who gon get the fucking bucket rocking? Who gonna get the tongue rocking, friend? Vote for people who gonna shout for y'all, friend. Who gonna shout the belly for the light for y'all. I tell y'all. Don't vote for nobody. Watch, tongue outright. I could win a tongue outright and sit down as an opposition leader and Mohamed, you're Scott weak. You're Scott weak. I thought you were them strong Muslim brother. You're weak. You're weak. You're getting money, but you're spending the money in the wrong fucking direction. Spend the money and get the region in order. Spend your money and kind of scunt the court. You would have done get an answer. The court would have to make a decision according to the constitutions. They would have to make a decision, and your people that would have been in place, and you would be able to have a voice in this tongue. But the only voice you get in this tongue is where you walk from house to house and talk to people personally. Y'all ain't got no fucking saying in this tongue here because y'all not positioning yourself for the fucking saying. Y'all weak, friend. Y'all weak. And the people them who's supposed to be advising the opposition party when it comes to this tongue, y'all are not fucking weak. Cause y'all leaders are listening to y'all. Margorini was heading in the right direction. But I don't know why a leader holding fucking back. Maybe going back to the PP party. Made up on them cowboy fucking game. Try there. Made up on them cowboy game. I try with that scunt. Not me. Hi. Whoa. One man running. One man in the region hustling for run. One man in the region hustling for pay a coolie fucking guard. A black man hustling for play a coolie guard. Are you watching, you know? You got a set of legs to get for me, friend. I tell you. You got enough legs to get if you don't do the right thing.
And your persons is calling out the leader of the opposition. They say, hey, do the right thing. It's been a while we highlighting certain things here on Delta 9 Media about the controlled opposition. Since before the elections, since before persons were placed in these positions of power, we've been saying, hey, make sure we analyze good who we putting in these positions, you know. Because if certain can't play, we could end up being on the wrong side of the stick. Persons could end up going back and re-affiliating and left the people them to hold the bag, buddy. You know? So big up to the highlight of our greetings. You're on to Delta 9 Media Live.
Delta 9 slap the guy in the full out, you know why? Because that same big mouth one Conan.
This man.
Because when you start them, when you fool them, if you not deliver, you got to realize one thing. The word Amanda, shall you, and I'm going to play like mine, and the last I now own family history.
Yeah.
That man put the black people to make them vote with him. Nothing much. Nothing. But you know what? When you plant time, you will receive time. They will talk on field. Did you ever listen? And that's your question. Did you ever listen to what the basket, my brother?
Yeah, we had presented a part of it right here, right after the election, the conversation that she was
I will
making.
encourage you.
Yeah.
My brother, this is your program. Everywhere we go out. Let's talk about the same man. That's it, black brother. Let me tell you, brother. That's it, black brother. Like, when Holy Ghost say,
Yeah.
Because we don't take the chance. When everything there is, how we hear there is, you go push with the like a lady of history of blood. What it says, I'm not getting you to be. And I push myself to share on the Bible arm because you want the Bible message. As a holy woman, as a proud holy woman, she never caused black people. But let me rephrase that. As a proud East Kenyan woman,
Appreciated, much appreciated.
I will always talk about it. She said, I don't want to know the reason why. Are you getting back on the ladder? Because of the foolishness. You guys did. But two is Kenyan man to rule you, to represent you. She said, we, but she used the word, we call the people as loyalty to our party. You see what I always said? Black people believe in parties, but the Eastern people believe in parties. That is our biggest problem. And when one of your favorite customers come and talk, but unite, he don't know the meaning of that. But when the battle, see what matters to us. Stop being fool, and we will start cutting the ladder and get out of poverty. Thank you very much.
Big up yourself, Mr. Garden. Thanks for being a part of the live and for calling in with those insights. What are your views about what the elder Mr. Flash Garden just had to say right there? We get a chance to hear from the highlighters. We get a chance to hear from the former opposition leader, Honorable Mr. Norton. We heard from the present opposition leader, Honorable Mr. Mohamed. Well, I'm telling you, internationally persons are talking about this as well, you know. And Honorable Robin was highlighting greetings, you're on to Delta 9 Media Live. You gotta turn down the background. Hello?
Hello? Delta?
Yeah, greetings. You're on to the live. You gotta mute the background, yeah.
Yeah, how you doing? You good?
Yeah, I'm doing good. And yourself?
Good. Why Carol Barker don't go and protest? Why she don't go on the protest line and protest if she's in Guyana? And why is she not telling Mohamed to stage a protest? We're not in agreement with the young men that are being killed. Yes, they need action, but why is she sending our black brothers and sisters out there to get Trump up charges on them? What is she saying? She needs to go on the protest line.
Like what went down with the Guyana young
why
situation?
not? She don't go and protest for the black brothers that are being. Let her go and protest. Why she's not calling Mohamed? He's the opposition leader. Narcissus is not the opposition leader. And we don't need Cheryl Barker for the APNU to grow. It will grow. Thank you. That's my take.
Thanks for calling in with those insights. Have a great rest of the day.
Yeah, you too, Doctor. Thank you. We enjoy your show. Though we not see you every day, but we're enjoying it.
Alright, we gotta do some more frequent flights. Frequent flights are back on usual schedules.
I know something going on.
Yeah, after that bombshell interview that Honorable Mr. Norton did, a number of persons came out. So we're gonna hear what Mr. Hector got to say right now about some of what Mr. Norton highlighted. As we analyze as many parts to this situation as we can.
Together in the Repentier Cemetery, the two of
as many parts to this as we can, we try for suss out.
My dead grandmother, my dead grandfather, if you put the two of them together, they would have got more votes than R.B. Norton. But that's a different story for a different day. He was a failed candidate. He's a failed leader. He's just, R.B. Norton is a vagabond. But this lends to my narrative that Guyanese people would propel anybody to the top of the charts. They don't care. Guyanese people really don't give a fuck about what you really can do. All they care about is if they like you. So a certain segment of the population like R.B. Norton, why? Because he's a black man. That's the only qualification he got, because he don't have no other fucking qualification, right? So now R.B. Norton told me last year. R.B. Norton told me this, and I have the WhatsApp text to prove it. R.B. Norton told me, Hector Stout Jr. He told me when I told him that Terrence Campbell.
Yeah. You know, I've never seen Hector calm for 5 minutes straight. Never ever seen him calm like for 5 minutes straight. But I'm telling you, the interview that Mr. Norton did has got a lot of waves clashing right now. You understand? Persons coming out from Win. I know persons are definitely going to come out from other political groups as well and have a lot of updates and a lot of things to say about definitely some of the things that Mr. Norton would have highlighted. So make sure that you're a part of the channel. Make sure that you subscribe so you can get all of those updates as they come in, because I know we're going to share them right here on Delta 9 Media. Sly Fox, what's going on? Big up yourself, Sly. Thanks for tuning in. Heal up, Delta. Big up yourself, Sly. Thanks for being a part of the live. A new traveler with us right here on Delta 9 Media, right? Marcia saying Mohamed was once a part of the PPP. Nav Joe, what's going on, buddy? Nav Joe saying good evening to Delta 9 crew and flyers. Yep. Flash is saying he ain't got no qualifications like that. I tell you, hey, let me hear some more Mr. Hector got for highlight right here. Because we're trying to understand as many aspects, many different viewpoints, so we could get to the bottom, get a real foundation in what's going on.
Would be a better presidential candidate than him. R.B. Norton told me that the PNC party elected him, and he cannot pick Terrence Campbell because it's the will of the party, and they made their decision, so he has to go by their decision. All right? Now, fast forward 365 days later, R.B. Norton is now saying that the people of the party will not have a right to choose a leader because he has decided that he is going to be the leader until the 2030 election, and he's going to choose a presidential candidate. Make that make fucking sense to me. Make that make sense to me. Explain to me, because y'all know I'm a fucking idiot. I'm the stupidest person you're going to listen to today. Explain to me why that makes sense. You know why?
What got Hector going so crazy is the fact that Honorable Mr. Norton would have highlighted that, listen, I'm not going to run for presidential candidate, but I will run for leader of the party. Right? But the thing that I'm looking at and trying to analyze is this. You're a clear supporter of Team Win and a candidate that is a losing candidate, a part of your opposing political party, and you want that candidate to be removed.